Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Susan Valakis, and I'm the Training Development Coordinator at Now. And as such, I bring you these webinars on the third Thursday of each month. If you've missed any of them, you can find replays on our website, nowfoods.com/webinars, or on our Now YouTube channel. If you have any questions during the webinar, please use the chat bubble on your screen to submit your questions, and we will respond to you with an answer by email. Now, you may or may not know that Now brings about 50 new products to market every year. Everything from cutting-edge new products to new sizes and new potencies. And all of this helps us to support our mission to empower healthier living. We haven't done a new products presentation in a while, so it's really nice to be back and on track. And today we're going to look at some of the new products that Now has introduced from January through June of this year. Today's presentation will run about 30 minutes, and it will be presented by one of Now's very own, Jim Golick. Jim is a certified and licensed dietitian nutritionist in Illinois. He's been in the industry for over 40 years and has a long history with Now Foods in retail management, nutrition counseling, as well as in our corporate environment. He's currently part of the product information team at Now, where he answers questions and shares his vast knowledge with retailers, consumers, and practitioners from all around the world. So with that, please join me in welcoming Jim Golick to tell us about the new Now products for 2023. Welcome, Jim.
Thank you, Sue. Welcome, everyone. This is Jim Golick back again for another introduction of our new products from the first half of 2023, from January to June. And we've got quite a few very interesting products to introduce. So without further ado, let's get started. So we're going to be introducing organic oat milk powder, a neat type of new sweetener called Slender Zero Organic Allulose, a liposomal vitamin C, a very neat R&R rest and repair product, a high potency Pycnogenol, 150 milligrams, a high potency 12 milligram Astaxanthin, and a C1000 zinc and vitamin D3 combo, LArginine 1000 tablets, and some really neat products in the personal care area, Collagen Jelly Beauty Complex, baby shampoo and wash, and soothing baby oils, and something for our fine furry friends, our pets, UC2 advanced joint mobility. So let's start now talking about the organic oat milk powder. This is a nice economical, nut-free powdered alternative to liquid almond and oat milks that are on the market. It's a nice alternative to cow's milk and soy milk as well. Nice addition for coffee and teas, as well as just as a beverage to drink. Contains 4 grams of high quality protein. Has no added sugar, although as you can see on the nutrition facts panel, there are 10 grams of total sugars that are naturally occurring in the enzymatically processed oat milk powder. It does contain a couple additional ingredients, tricalcium phosphate and silica, very small amounts of those to help the flow and dispersion of the product in liquids. So the organic oat milk powder is derived from organically grown, non-genetically engineered oats from Canada and US sources. The oat flour is enzymatically processed and the liquid is spray dried, following by the mixing with tricalcium phosphate and silica. As I'd mentioned, which also gives a nice creamy, rich, and slightly sweet taste. And the oat milk can be substituted for cow's milk in almost any recipe or enjoyed alone as a delicious beverage. Now, very simple, but a little bit different than maybe some other liquids is that we recommend mixing it with 8 ounces, 3 tablespoons with 8 ounces of hot water and stirring thoroughly. And if you want to make it thicker, you can simply add more water. Some people like to just add it straight into their coffee or tea if they prefer as a creamer. In that case, you might want to make it a little bit thicker, a little creamier in that regard. But it's a good thing to consider. Next, we have Slender Zero Organic Allulose, which is a rare sugar naturally found in foods such as raisins and figs and wheat and corn. This is made from organic non-GMO corn, and it has a 0 glycemic index, and it makes for a perfect guilt-free 0-calorie sweetener. It's a very nice, exceptional, delightful taste. That has a texture like sugar. It's about 70% as sweet as sugar, but it is not a sugar alcohol like xylitol or erythritol. So it doesn't have that mouth cooling effect that one associates with sugar alcohols like those two that I just mentioned. So it's more of a taste like sugar and a sweetness like sugar, but not quite as sweet. So you might use a little bit more depending on your application. It does work well as in terms of baking because it does brown perfectly. And if one wanted to increase the sweetness without increasing the amount of allulose, they can always pair it with monk fruit, which is a good option. And it is very keto friendly. It is gluten-free and kosher and very suitable for diabetics. Now, there are some questions that people might have, like how can allulose have 0 calories and 0 glycemic index? Isn't that not possible? Yes, it is. So allulose is a monosaccharide or a simple sugar like glucose or fructose. Now, just to refresh your memory, table sugar is sucrose, which is combined of molecules of glucose and fructose, which are broken down in the body. So it's a little different than what one would find in table sugar, for instance. But allulose has the same chemical formula as fructose, but is arranged differently. So the structural difference prevents it from being processed in the same way, which is why we can have our sweet cake and eat it too, so to speak. So about 70% of allulose is absorbed in the digestive tract, and it is excreted via the urinary tract, but is not used as fuel. So the body really does not process it, which is why it can have a 0 glycemic index and 0 calories. Is it a safe sweetener? Yes, the FDA has listed this as a GRAS or generally recognized as safe sweetener. Any side effects of concern? Well, in moderate amounts, about 1 to 4 teaspoons a day or 5 to 15 grams in one study, it was not associated with negative effects. But ingestion of much greater amounts, if you wanted to calculate it out, it'd be like 0.5 grams per kilogram of body weight, may result in digestive upset, such as nausea, diarrhea, gas, bloating, but it would take over or at least 10 teaspoons or more for an average 154-pound person to get to that point. So if you have concerns about that, start with smaller amounts and work your way up. Interestingly, the amount at one time is these kinds of servings that we're talking about. If one was to consume these several times a day in smaller amounts, they would also likely find it to be more tolerated as well. Next, we have liposomal vitamin C. It comes in a typical double-aught capsule size, as you can see at the top of the page there. And this is a neat fat-soluble delivery system for enhanced absorption, cellular uptake, and retention compared to other forms of vitamin C. Because this is a fat-soluble vitamin C, whereas typical vitamin C is water-soluble, it tends to leave the body within a matter of roughly a few hours, certainly less than 8 typically in terms of the greatest amount in the bloodstream. So having this stay in the body longer is an advantage in that regard. A powerful antioxidant for collagen synthesis, which is a hallmark of vitamin C in general, and for the maintenance of capillary and blood vessel integrity, and for cartilage and bone health, and of course for normal immune functions, and for nerve impulse transmission. So this is 500 milligrams per capsule. 2 capsules provide 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. You can take either in split doses or all at once. Next, we have a really neat product called R&R, Rest and Repair for Recovery. It's a very neat formula, promotes restful sleep, and can reduce post work out soreness and enhance the recovery process, as well as preserving lean muscle mass. And it features HMB, which we'll talk about in a moment, and cherry pure tart cherry extract. And as you can see, the capsule size is about the same as we mentioned earlier, about an inch long, a typical double-aught capsule size. Now, what the heck is HMB? Well, we call it HMB because it's hard to pronounce it as beta-hydroxy-beta-methylbutyrate. So this is a compound derived from the branched chain amino acid L-leucine, L-E-U-C-I-N-E, which aids in the regulation of protein breakdown in the body and by helping to preserve lean muscle tissue. That is paired with the cherry pure tart cherry powder, which has been shown in a number of studies to help reduce muscle soreness associated with intense exercise. And we also have added to that formula 5-HTP, and GABA, and melatonin to promote restful sleep, with vitamin B6, calcium, magnesium, and L-glutamine in addition. So it's a very power-packed formula. As you can see, it is a 3-capsule formula to get what's listed on the label: 10 milligrams of vitamin B6, 130 milligrams of calcium, 25 milligrams of magnesium, 750 milligrams of HMB, 480 milligrams of tart cherry powder, 300 milligrams of GABA, which is a significant amount, 300 milligrams of L-glutamine, 100 milligrams of 5-HTP, which is a significant amount, and 5 milligrams of melatonin, which is a significant amount. And for some people that wondering whether they, can tolerate 3 capsules a day, most people probably could. But if you feel we want to try starting at 1 or 2 capsules a day, it's perfectly up to you. Just see how you do with it before you continue or try more in that regard. Next, we have our triple strength Pycnogenol, 150 milligram, which is our highest potency Pycnogenol. We have several lower potency strengths that we've had for many years that for many people, they might require taking more than 1 capsule a day. 150 milligram of Pycnogenol could conceivably be one and done for the day, which many people like to have that option. So what is Pycnogenol? Well, as has been around for many years, Pycnogenol was actually developed back in the 1950s by a French scientist. It is a unique combination of proanthocyanidins derived from the maritime pine bark in France. It is a very potent free radical neutralizer that supports a healthy, balanced immune system and the production of collagen, hyaluronic acid, and nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is, again, a blood gas that helps to promote a circulatory flow in our body. So because of this, Pycnogenol can be helpful for eyes, skin, joints, and our cardiovascular structure and function as well. So clinical studies have shown it may also help promote a healthy urinary tract as well. Next, we're going to talk about a product, but before I do, I thought I would give you some introduction. Some people are familiar with Astaxanthin, some people are not. So I'm going to repeat that word again, Astaxanthin. What is it? It's a reddish carotenoid that naturally occurs in wild salmon and krill oil and krill and other crustaceans like shrimp and crab, and certain microalgae that has numerous biological functions due to its unique molecular structure. It has the highest ORAC value, or oxygen radical absorbance capacity, much higher, 100 to 500 times higher than alpha tocopherol, which is vitamin E, and 10 times higher free radical inhibitory activity than other known free radical neutralizers like alpha tocopherol and beta carotene, lutein, and lycopene. So astaxanthin can support the health of the brain, the eyes, cardiovascular, and immune systems. So in many respects, we could say that it is head to toe protection. And I do take astaxanthin myself on a daily basis. So what is our latest introduction is our triple strength astaxanthin, 12 milligram. We do have a 4 milligram astaxanthin we've had for years. We also have a 10 milligram astaxanthin. The 12 milligram is our highest potency one. It freely crosses the blood-brain and blood-retina barriers to help neutralize free radicals in the eye and the nervous system. And it does help to promote normal cognitive function and maintain a positive mood in adults, and also a healthy, balanced immune system. And for people that are looking on their computers a lot, which is many of us, including gamers, it does help to manage eye strain due to computer usage as well. So this is a clinically relevant dose. Next, we have the C1000 zinc and vitamin D3, which is a very nice trio of nutrients for seasonal support. Heck, you could use it year-round for that matter. So it has the antioxidant and immune power of 2,000 IUs of vitamin D3 and 15 milligrams of zinc, and a good amount of vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams. Now, the zinc that we use in this is the Albion zinc bisglycinate, which has been shown to have superior bioavailability compared to other forms of supplemental zinc. So for those of you who are thinking 15 milligrams of zinc, not a lot, actually it is quite a good amount of zinc to have, because a little bit goes a longer way in that regard. And then we have the LArginine 1,000 milligram. It's a tablet that helps to fill out our product line, combined with our 500 milligram capsule, which we've had for years. It can help with protein metabolism. It is a precursor to nitric oxide and can help maintain muscle maintenance. So L-arginine is a conditionally essential amino acid. It's involved in urea metabolism and excretion, as well as in DNA synthesis and protein production. And it is, as we know, a precursor to nitric oxide, which does help play a role in the dilation of blood vessels and circulatory flow as a result. Next, we have a very exciting product for the ladies, Collagen Jelly Beauty Complex. This is a neat little packet that contains the Verisol form of bioactive collagen. It's been clinically shown to help reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles and the prominence of those, and can help the skin retain youthful elasticity. It comes in 2 delicious flavors, and I can tell you that I've had it, even though I'm a guy: sweet plum and sweet orange. It comes in 10 little jelly sticks per box. I liken it to like a gelatin dessert in terms of its taste, and it's again nice, travel friendly, convenient packaging, so you can have it anytime you want. You can squeeze it out of the packets and chew it. You don't have to chew it much. It kind of dissolves fairly easily, and it's best when chilled, but it doesn't have to be. So keep in mind that collagen is a major component of the body and about 30% of the total body protein, and is very important for skin, hair, and nail health. And again, when taking it for at least 4 weeks, has been shown to positively influence skin elasticity. So Verisol may also help to maintain strong hair and nails when taken for 6 months or longer. So the ingredient on the list is on the side there. And next, something for our infants and babies. We have a new line of baby shampoo and wash. Comes in lavender and fragrance-free options. It is gentle enough for babies, suitable for all ages, but it is formulated with safe, functional ingredients without harsh, irritating chemicals or common allergens. So it can help to thoroughly cleanse without harsh or drying ingredients. Now, some of the ingredients in this formula, like decyl glucoside or caprolol glucoside or caprol hydroxyamic acid and laurel glucoside, are tongue twisters for people who may wonder, what are these derived from? Well, these are derived from palm and coconut oils for the most part, and they act as emulsifiers and thickeners, and some of them as preservative agents to help keep the product fresh in the bottle. And next we have the Soothing Baby Oil, also comes in lavender and fragrance-free options. So helps gently moisturize and calm the baby's delicate skin. So it also contains soothing calendula extract, argan, jojoba, coconut, and olive oils. And again, really nice for helping put your baby to bed. So the ingredients are listed there. This hinokitiol at the end is a cedar extract for those who are interested. It's a natural antimicrobial ingredient and one that we use in some of our other products in that regard. Next, we have our Nourishing Baby Lotion, which again is good for babies, but don't have to be a big, you can be a big baby, suitable for all ages. That can help. So it's a nourishing lotion for dry, delicate skin. And again, it contains calendula extract and shea butter and cocoa butter and coconut oil and jojoba oil as well. So it's a very nice, soothing, nourishing lotion, good for anybody, including the babies. The next, for our fine furry friends, we have the UC2 Advanced Joint Mobility for Pets, formulated by our consultant, Dr. Barbara Royal, for use in dogs and cats. So it can help maintain cartilage and connective tissue. It features UC2, a unique form of type 2 collagen from chicken sternal cartilage. That's the keel bone in chicken breast that we normally don't eat because it's a tough cartilage structure, but that is a source of UC2. So this formulation can help ease joint stiffness due to normal daily exercise. Contains glucosamine, MSM, boswellia, and the UC2. And then for added support, you can take it for Now Pets Omega-3 for its synergistic benefits as well. Okay, that wraps it up. But I'll turn it back over to you, Sue.
All right, thank you, Jim. Always love to see our new products and happy to have you back. We haven't done this in a while, so thank you
Good
for
to be
that.
back.
Yeah, and thank you for that. I have my list going. That's what I do every time I hear about our new products. I'm like, oh, I need some of that. Oh, I need some of that.
Yeah, same
Uh,
here.
yeah, especially looking at those collagen jellies. Have you tasted them by
Yeah,
chance?
yeah,
Did it
yeah.
taste good?
They're like a gelatin dessert. Milder tasting, but they're made with natural ingredients, so they're mildly sweet
Okay.
compared to having a gelatin dessert. But it's certainly very pleasant and tasty.
Okay. Well, like I said, I have my list going. So, and it made me think. I remember I'm going to be with Now Foods 25 years this November.
Wow,
And
great.
yeah, you're a long timer too. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
I've been with the company off and on since the early 80s, but I've just celebrated my 10th year anniversary in this department and the product information department at Now earlier this week. So it's a nice milestone.
Yep.
And
Yep.
congratulations to you for 25 years.
Yep. Thank you. But one of the things I didn't know much about vitamins when I came on board. I mean, I knew a little bit, but I just remember hearing. It must have been the year that Pycnogenol was just like the supplement.
Oh, yes,
And
that
I
was
just
about
remember,
25 years ago, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I just remember hearing that, and so I'm looking it up. I'm like, what is Pycnogenol? What is Pycnogenol? And
Hmm.
so I learned a lot about it, and yeah, very good supplement
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah, it was very popular and has been popular in Europe since the early 1960s, but we were one of the first companies to bring it to the US about 25
Mm,
years ago.
okay, all right, all right. Well, thank you once again. Um, look forward to doing this maybe again at the end of the year to see what we have. Um, what we introduced for the second half of
I'm sure
2023.
we'll have a number of products to introduce, and I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to it myself.
kind of good to be back in the game again. We were kind of slow on some products. Of course, COVID was a big contributor to that,
Hmm.
but yeah,
And
feels good to
supply
be.
chain issues that made
Yep,
things come to market slower. Yes,
yep, feels good to be back in the game. So,
right.
All right. Well, thank you again. And thank you everyone for joining us. And we will look forward to having you back on the line with us next month. So take care, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.